One fine day, the almighty god of football decided, I'll channel my inner Gordon Ramsay in this bitch and try to cook up the world's most complete player. And after 9 months, boom! In Stourbridge, a star named Jude Bellingham was born. Now, I must give credit to the man, because I think he pulled it off. As many of you know, Jude gained prominence in the Championship while playing for Birmingham City Football Club. Even then, you could see a very versatile footballer with the ability to a variety of things on the field at a good level. In this early stages of Jude's career, his defensive qualities stood out the most, like tackles, blocks, work rate, you name it. At 16 in the 1920th season, he had defensive stats that were almost comparable to Kante's stats in his prime. With the same age, the only defensive quality I had was humour as a coping mechanism. But if defensively he was a beast, in other aspects of his game, he seemed a bit more limited, especially in terms of passing, proving to be quite weak in this area of his game, not just in terms of frequency, but also in the quality of those passes. However, everything changed in the summer of 2020 when he sealed a £25 million transfer to Borussia Dortmund. This is where he evolved into the player we see today. His time at Dortmund elevated every aspect of his game to a world-class level. Not only did he improve the weaker areas like passing, but also enhanced all the other attributes he already had at a reasonable or good level while at Birmingham, like dribbling, chance creation, and shooting, and all the while maintaining an extremely high defensive work rate and ability, to the point where he became capable of doing anything on the field, be it defensively or offensively, with extreme quality, becoming the world's best box-to-box player. You want a goal? He can do it. Need an assist? He can do it. Want a tackle? He can do it. His quality in Germany prompted Real Madrid to splash over 100 million on him. Seems like a lot for a player, but when you consider that Antony cost almost the same to Manchester United, I'd say he was practically free for Real Madrid. In Spain, in service to this football giant, it became evident to me that he's a cheat code for any club he plays in. Although the box-to-box role suits him perfectly, allowing Jude to express all sides of his game, he excels so much in every aspect that he can fill any gap in a squad. At Real Madrid, this was demonstrated by Ancelotti's decision to play Jude more like a number 10 who frequently drifts to the left side of the field. Ancelotti realized early on that his team would have a serious problem offensively, especially in terms of finishing goal chances due to the lack of a world-class striker. So, he had to find a way to cook without a recipe and improvise with the available squad. Fortunately for him, the club had just acquired the perfect Swiss Army knife in football terms, and Ancelotti made the most of it. Instead of making Jude play in the role he was doing in Dortmund as a box-to-box midfielder, he decided to play Jude almost like a shadow striker, in a position where he can showcase the more offensive side of his game, particularly as a goal threat. Giving Jude complete freedom to attack finishing zones, demonstrating all his quality in this aspect of his game, where he displays composure, intelligence in exploiting spaces, incredible finishing, among others. This is also evident in all of Jude's goals, not just at Real Madrid, but also during his time at Dortmund. The diversity in the types of goals he scores. He can score headers, exploit spaces, take long shots, engage in quick combinations with teammates, linger in the box waiting for balls, you name it. It's simply incredible. This came at the cost of his defensive contribution taking a hit, but it doesn't matter in this situation, because in the Real Madrid squad, there are players that can do that for him. It's true that he's significantly outperforming his XG, and there might be a natural regression to the mean in his goal output for the rest of the season, as tends to happen. But this doesn't invalidate the fantastic work he's doing, and the fact that he's already having the most productive season of his career. And he, right now, shows a lot of underlining numbers that are better than guys like Bukayo Saka, who is considered one of the best wingers in the world. I'm also completely convinced that if Real Madrid had a defensive emergency, like having a Kalidou Koulibaly or a Harry Maguire playing in their backline, Jude could easily fill that centre-back role at a very high level. He's one of the few players in the world, if not the only one, where I could envision a starting 11 with 10 outfield players, all being Jude Bellingham, and that team being able to compete for titles like the Champions League or any domestic league. When we talk about the greatest footballers ever, names like Cristiano Ronaldo, Messi, Maradona, Pelé come up. And they come up because they excel in almost, if not all, of the attacking metrics. But all of these players had relatively poor, if not non-existent, defensive output. And when it comes to the greatest players ever, in overall terms, including both attacking and defensive metrics, Jude Bellingham is right up there. In my personal opinion, of all the players I've seen play, he is number one on this list. I can already envision some of you saying, "This idiot is saying that Jude is better than Messi and Ronaldo. This bro is dumb." And to that, dear limited sir, I say, I'm not saying that he's better than them. I'm saying that he is a more complete player than Messi and Ronaldo. These are two different things. I know he's only 20, and for many, it's too early to make statements like these. But he's shown me enough to confidently make a statement like that. If you agree with me on how incredible this player is, subscribe to the channel and hit the like button. If you don't agree, you're wrong, and feel free to go on a rant in the comments section.